Welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today I've got 6 big advanced reviews and we're going to be deep diving into these 6 upcoming 4K Ultra HD releases. Now I did get these in a full 2 weeks early for review from each of the studios, and I've been working really hard to dive into, test, review all of these. Now in today's video, I'm going to share all of my review scores and all my testing results to let you know the sum up total quality of each one of these 4K releases and let you know if these are something you should buy and add to your collection or if they're something you should skip. And let me tell you, I've got some holiday cheer to share in this video. We've got so much exciting stuff to talk about these, some things I discovered that I wasn't even aware was included in these releases. Now, as most of you know, just because something's sent for review, it never changes or affects my testing data or my review scores. I'm always going to be upfront and honest with you about the quality of the image and the sound when I'm going through watching and testing these out. Now, it's always extremely important if you decide you're going to buy or add any of these to your collection after you get done watching my review video, always make sure to go down and click and buy through the direct Amazon sale links I've pinned as a comment in the comment section right below this video. Those links down there are extremely important to this channel. The only way I can always spend all this time testing, reviewing, and creating all these videos, it's always through you, my viewers and subscribers' support, by always clicking and buying through those direct Amazon sale links down there below. So when I say this is important, it really is and makes a world of difference to this channel and me being able to do this for many years to come. So if you enjoy this content and this content has helped you out over the years, always make sure to go down and click and buy through those direct Amazon sale links right down there below. Now I'm going to start off here by spreading some holiday cheer with White Christmas from 1954. Now this is being released on 4K for the first time ever for its 70th anniversary. And I am happy to report that this got a brand new 4K remaster of the VistaVision film elements. And right away when I started watching this 4K release, I noticed a drastic improvement in image quality over the previous Blu-ray release. This new native 4K transfer has nice natural film grain from beginning to end, with only some very slight instabilities and fluctuations in the film grain. But otherwise, the details are stunning on it and the depth is very good on it. Overall, it's a simply beautiful looking VistaVision native 4K transfer that I couldn't believe how good the Dolby Vision and HDR10 were implemented. Colors are beautifully vibrant. Skin tones have never looked as healthy or as good as they do on this 4K release. The previous Blu-ray release looks very dull color-wise. When you actually sit down and compare them side by side, this new 4K transfer was a revelation for this film and I couldn't be more thrilled or happy. And to go along with that, they repaired a lot of little like blots, splotches, hairs, and tears that were present on the previous transfer that you would notice on the previous Blu-ray. Little things like little blots and hairs appeared throughout this. Those have been repaired, fixed, and are gone on this, really representing a wonderful looking image that surprised me how much work they really put into this, that I didn't expect to get that much of a massive improvement over the previous Blu-ray. Now the good news doesn't stop there. We also got a restored DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. And I gotta say, I've never heard this film sound this crystal clear. Overall, they've removed, repaired numerous clicks and hisses that were in the previous audio mix on the previous Blu-ray release. Those are now completely gone on this new 4K release. I was really impressed with how majestic sounding it was just overall, lending to the beautiful musical numbers throughout this, and this is one of my favorite holiday Christmas films. I couldn't believe that not only did we get an amazing 4K image, but we got a marvelous restored audio mix as well that made this such a massive improvement that I was sitting there the entire time just in awe of how beautiful looking and sounding this 4K release is. Now another film that came out before White Christmas that I've always really enjoyed is Holiday Inn. Now I previously reviewed that here on this channel. That one was one of those that I enjoyed the 4K release, but it could have used a little bit more work. But the 4K was still a slight upgrade over the previous Blu-ray. That is one of those, if you want to know the full image and sound quality, you can check out my review. But in this case, it's not a slight upgrade, it's a massive night and day upgrade over the previous Blu-ray transfers. You'll never want to watch the Blu-rays again. That's how much of a nice improvement this really was. Now I have another surprise. I tested out the rough average bitrate, and I'm happy to report this has a high, healthy, and strong 70 megabits per second rough average bitrate. lends to why it has such a beautiful image from beginning to end. Now, this is a limited edition 4K release for its 70th anniversary, and it comes with this limited edition outside slipcover with unique artwork and a different inside artwork on the inside of the case. So you get two different artworks in this limited edition set. Now, getting to my review score for White Christmas on 4K, this gets a wonderful 9.5. It's a highly recommended must-buy. You must have this in your Christmas movie collection to enjoy for many years to come. And this is the best looking and sounding this film has ever sounded on home video. I was shocked. I was surprised, but it's a wonderful experience that you'll enjoy for many, many years. Bravo, Paramount. What a great job you did with this release. That I was really just sitting there the whole time my wife and I were just thinking how amazing of a time we really live in. That films like this are getting so much love and care from the studios on these 4K releases that it really does bring the films to new life for new generations to enjoy. And this is the ultimate way to own and watch this film. You'll never want to watch the old Blu-ray transfer after you see how wonderful this new 4K transfer is. And for this limited edition set, I put the direct Amazon sale link right down there below. Now, continuing the holiday cheer I'm spreading, we're going to be talking about How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 1966. The original animated special film that it's one of those that has touched people's hearts for many years. It's been remade numerous times and I've reviewed those here on this channel, but I always have really enjoyed the original animated because it was the first one that you really sat down, and I remember watching it with my parents when I was really young, and everybody since the 60s has been watching this. Well, for this 4K release, Warner Brothers did a brand new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. This is a native 4K with HDR10 master, and as a big surprise, it also includes 2 additional Grinch shorts that were restored for this 4K release. It includes The Grinch is The Cat in the Hat, and Halloween is Grinch Night. Those are both restored on this as well. I will tell you the native 4K image presented for this animated film is very beautiful. The HDR10 implementation is sublime. It brings the colors and vibrancy in the image to life like I've never seen before. Reds and greens are so vibrant they look simply stunningly beautiful in the animation. Now, another nice thing with the restoration they did is they got rid of a lot of hairs, blotches, splotches. Overall, a lot of the tears that even appeared in the bottom parts of the screen on the previous Blu-ray transfer, those are completely repaired and gone. No longer do you have any of those issues with the image. Overall, the film grain is present on it, though it does have some slight instabilities mixed with some slight digital noise, but it's nothing too bad. It's nothing that takes you out of the enjoyment of the image, but as always, I'm going to report on it so you know the quality of it. Overall, the image quality is so dramatically improved over the previous Blu-ray that it really makes the previous Blu-ray look very dull color-wise. And then as far as sharpness in the lines of the animation, man, I didn't even realize it was that sharp until I sat down and started going back and forth, and you realize how sharp the lines in the animation really were supposed to be, that the previous Blu-ray just kind of looks poor in comparison. Now we get another big Christmas present in that they provided a brand new restored DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix. And they finally restored the parts of the songs that were missing. Some of the harmonies and things that were missing on the previous Blu-ray release are now finally restored that were missing on the previous Blu-ray release. Those are all included on that brand new audio mix. And numerous of the hisses and clicks are repaired. No longer do you have those in it. Now, I'm not going to say it's perfectly crystal clear. There is still a little bit of hisses and clicks that are very quiet, but the major ones that were present on the previous Blu-ray that were louder, you really noticed them, those are all repaired and gone. The new restored audio mix is such a nice and healthy improvement that it really made it seem like watching this film again for the first time all over again. But with all of the audio cues that were missing on the previous Blu-ray, they're all repaired and restored on this. Now, if you want a recommendation of some other really good animated Christmas specials that I absolutely love, you'll want to check out my Rankin & Bass Christmas Specials 4K review. That's available right now on this channel. I dived in and did exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparisons to let you know the quality of all of the Rankin & Bass Christmas holiday specials and the quality of those on 4K. So that video is available right now, and I love those specials. This is another one of those that I've always really enjoyed, and I dived into the rough average bitrate for all of you. Very happy to report this has a shockingly high, healthy, and strong 89 megabits per second. They didn't overcompress it down for any of the specials in this, so they gave it plenty of room to breathe, which is why the animation comes through so beautifully. Now, I did test out the 4K disc in here. It is 100% region free, so you can enjoy all the special features and all the shorts. You'll have no issues playing it whatsoever. Now, getting to my review score for this upcoming Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas, this gets a terrific 9.0. It is a recommended must-buy that you buy and add to your collection. You'll see a little bit of those issues I explained with the digital noise, but overall, image quality-wise, it's a massive improvement over the previous Blu-ray. Again, for a holiday classic, you'll only ever want to watch it on this 4K release after you see how beautiful the animation is on this, and that audio mix alone that they restored everything is worth the price of admission alone. Once you realize the musical cues and things that are missing on that previous Blu-ray in comparison to this, you'll never watch that Blu-ray ever again, because this is the ultimate way, with the ultimate restoration of this animated classic. This is the only way I recommend ever watching this film. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down and give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Next up, we have The Sixth Sense from 1999 and M. Night Shyamalan's Signs from 2002. Both of these M. Night Shyamalan films I personally love. And Disney went back to the original camera negatives and did brand new 4K restorations. I'm happy to report both of these are native 4Ks with the HDR10. And Disney went back into the vault for both of these to work directly with the original camera negatives for these brand new 4K restorations. I am happy to report they're both native 4Ks with HDR10 masters, and they both have DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mixes. Now, for Sixth Sense, it does have the nice natural film grain present on it. Now, there is some slight digital noise that shows up throughout it, and some very, very slight blocking in the bottom corners of the screen a few times, but you have to be looking pretty darn hard to notice it. Overall, the depth and detail in the image is dramatically improved over the previous soft Blu-ray. I will tell you that the previous Blu-ray was very dull in comparison to this. The new HDR10 implementation breathes new life into the skin tones and the colors. Overall, you'll be really surprised at some of the colors that you didn't even realize were intentionally there that were gone on that previous Blu-ray. Overall, it was just such a gray and hazy experience on the previous Blu-ray. That depth and detail is very nicely improved on this. Now, for its DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 mix, I am happy to report it's slightly clearer, it does sound cleaner, and it does have better dynamic range, and there was some pretty darn good LFE bass that honestly on the previous Blu-ray I felt was really lacking. It was an improvement on the audio mix as well. I dived into the rough average bitrate. This has a 67 megabits per second. Now, getting to my review score for M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense, this gets a terrific 9.1. It's a very good improvement over the previous Blu-ray, and I'm very impressed what Disney is doing with their catalog releases. They're spending a lot of time, love, and care to restore these films to the best quality they've ever been released on. This comes highly recommended as a must-buy. Now for Signs, the 4K image is a stunning revelation. Depth and detail is wonderful from beginning to end. You will be shocked and surprised at how much you can see in this that you never saw in the previous Blu-ray release, because it had black or gray crush, as I call it on the previous Blu-ray, where numerous scenes in this you can see because of the great HDR10 implementation breathing new life and making those lights to darks easier to see a lot of those areas that you could never see on the previous Blu-ray. And the colors, wow, especially when they first go out in that cornfield and you see everything so lifelike. On this 4K restoration that they did, that the previous Blu-ray was, like I said, just kind of dull. You really don't realize how much that previous Blu-ray was missing until you sit down and see this gorgeous presentation. Now, unlike with The Sixth Sense, I did not have any issues whatsoever with the image. There's no digital noise, banding, blocking, nothing whatsoever. It is one of those pristine 4K transfers from beginning to end. You sit back and are stunned and enjoy it the entire time. Now, audio-wise, I discovered the same thing as The Sixth Sense. Slightly clearer, slightly louder, and it does have better dynamic range with some very good LFE and bass that did surpass the previous Blu-ray. And I did notice, especially like the LFE and bass, there was more of it than what was ever present on the previous Blu-ray audio mix. Now, if you follow me for a while here on my channel, I previously reviewed M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable. That review is available right now on this channel, but I am happy to report Both Sixth Sense and Signs both look and sound better than Unbreakable. So if you've bought Unbreakable and you've enjoyed that, both the audio mix and the image quality on both Signs and Sixth Sense do surpass Unbreakable. Now I dived into the rough average bitrate. This had a high, healthy, and surprisingly strong 78 megabits per second. A wow experience that Disney, again, providing all the goods. Signs by far was the winner of the best looking M. Night Shyamalan film on 4K yet. Now getting to my review score for this 4K release, this gets an excellent 9.4. It's a recommended must buy that you buy and add to your collection. Another wonderful release that I'm so thrilled I've been able to share with all of you some of these amazing releases for us to own and enjoy. This is one of those that so deserved it for so many years, and now with Disney's resurgence in physical media, as I've been sharing a lot lately, Disney is diving into its vault a lot more. They're actually providing some beautiful 4K restorations on 4K for us to own and enjoy for many years. Bravo Disney, I am very impressed with what you've done diving into the vault, and I'm looking forward to the rest of what you've shared with me that you're working on for 4K restorations of live action films from your vault. This is a wonderful beginning for this new 4K resurgence that we're seeing from Disney. Now start the conversation in the comment section down below and let me know what from all of these reviews made your day, what you're excited for now that you've heard my reviews and review scores. Let me know what you're going down to pre-order now. Let me know how you're excited for some of these classic films. That it's wonderful we're getting such great restorations. Make sure to share your excitement with me down below. Next up, we've got Wes Craven's Shocker from 1989. Now this upcoming 4K release got a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative. It's a native 4K with both Dolby Vision and HDR10 master. And I can tell you the 4K image on this is extremely detailed with light, natural film grain present from beginning to end. I only encountered some very, very minor digital noise, and I can't really even say I should report on it because it was so minor, but I'm always wanting to share the little things I pick up on. Otherwise, the 4K image is very nice from beginning to end. Now we do get a big surprise treat on this with the brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. I am happy to report it has great dynamic range. It uses the height channel sporadically throughout the film, so you'll notice it in little areas and immersing you into the film and things coming overhead all around you. It has some very good LFE and bass. Overall, I will say I appreciate Scream Factory doing more and more of these Dolby Atmos mixes, even like this where it's more a lighter Dolby Atmos mix, where it's not one of those that you're going to sit there the whole time just saying, wow, I feel so immersed 100% of the time. It's more or less pulling you into the film in little areas throughout it, which brings a smile across my face, and I enjoy, because I like that they're doing more and more of those Atmos mixes. Now I dived into the rough average bitrate. This has a shockingly high 96 megabits per second. Shocking experience from Scream Factory. They did a great job with the rough average bitrate. Now, this also does come with a bunch of brand new special features like interview with Peter Berg, the director, behind the scenes, talking with some of the cast. Overall, it is nice they included a bunch of new exclusive special features for this 4K release. Now, for my review score for this upcoming 4K release, this gets a shocking 9.4. Another recommended must buy. You buy, add to your collection. You will notice right away the improvement in image quality and that Dolby Atmos over the previous Blu-ray. That's worth the price of admission. The fact that they included Atmos and the image quality upgrades, that is what makes this a worthwhile 4K release. Next up is Sam Raimi's 2009 film Drag Me to Hell. Now for this release, they did a brand new 4K scan of the original DI film negative for both the unrated cut and the theatrical cut on 4K with brand new Dolby Vision and HDR10 color gradings and masters that were approved by the original director Sam Raimi himself. The fact that he was involved in this is evident from the second you start watching this. It is one of those experiences that I sat there and couldn't believe how much depth and detail, which is the theme for this video, depth and detail. Honestly, this 4K releases are just really surprising me lately because we've gotten some of the best 4K transfers that I've seen in a while. This is one of those that the 4K image, color, skin tones, depth, and detail are all phenomenal. Now, we also got a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix, and I gotta say, it was very strong with great dynamic range, and it had some LFE and bass that did kick me in the butt, and I was actually surprised because there's a lot of jump scares in this that just kind of like get you. And man, I will tell you, it was implemented wonderfully well in this. Now, I will say the previous Blu-ray audio mix, it was very good as well. I just did feel like this one was slightly clearer, and it was slightly louder than the previous audio mix, where I felt like the clarity came through better and the range seemed just slightly better. Range, I wouldn't say as much an improvement as it was like the LFE and bass, and obviously the clarity did sound better, where I didn't feel like there was as much audio fluctuations as what was present on the previous Blu-ray release, so the audio was an upgrade as well. I did dive into the rough average bitrate, happy to report 85 megabits per second, another outstanding job by Screen Factory. Now I just want to show you what comes inside here real quick. You do get the theatrical cut on a separate Blu-ray and the unrated cut on another Blu-ray, but both of the unrated and theatrical cut with the new 4K restorations are contained on the 4K disc as well. So you do get the new restorations on separate Blu-rays, but then you also get both cuts on the actual 4K disc, so you can choose which version and which cut of the film you like the best. Now, if you want a recommendation of another really good horror film that just recently came out from the 80s that I really enjoyed, I just recently did a full in-depth review on A Nightmare on Elm Street. That is one of those 4K releases that we've been spoiled with as well. We're really getting spoiled with holiday Christmas films and with horror films lately to really fill in for a holiday experience here at the end of the year. We have so much stuff to watch and enjoy lately. Now getting to my review score for this upcoming Drag Me to Hell Collector's Limited Slipcover Edition set. This gets a stellar 9.5. It's another one of those absolutely beautiful 4K images that you will sit back and be wowed from beginning to end. And I love that they gave us both the unrated and the theatrical cut on the 4K disc, not relegating one cut to a separate disc. And the fact that they provided in a 3-disc set with new special features, as well as all the legacy special features. What a wonderful collector's edition set. And this is one of those you'll enjoy year after year, and I can't imagine anything better ever coming out for this film. This is the best way to ever experience this film and comes highly recommended. Now, it's always extremely important, if you decide you're buying any of these or adding these to your collection, always make sure to go down and click and buy through those direct Amazon sailing I've posted as a pinned comment in the comment section right below this video. I always gather the exact links for exactly what I'm reviewing and testing, so that way when you click and buy through those links down there, you're always getting the exact same things that I've tested and reviewed here on my channel. And as always, those links down there are always extremely important to the creation of these videos. So if you enjoy all of the hard work, all the time, and the love and care I put into all of these hundreds and hundreds of videos here on my channel, always make sure to buy through those direct Amazon sale links down there below and join my Collector's VIP Club. Whenever you join my Collector's VIP Club or you buy through those links down there, that all goes back into the software, the time, the computer equipment, everything that goes into creating these massive in-depth review videos. I want to say thank you as always. I can't ever say thank you enough, and I know maybe it sounds like I repeat myself sometimes when I say thank you, but I don't know how else to say it other than just thank you, because it really is a wonderful time, and it's wonderful that I get to do this every week with all of you and share the love of owning and collecting physical media. We have so much right now to be thankful for in this resurgence of physical media. We're really just getting so much every single week. As always, start the conversation in the comment section below and let me know what from this video made your day, what of these massive reviews you're thrilled and excited for, and what you're ordering down below. I love to see your excitement too, because I'm a collector just like all of you. As always, I truly hope all of you have a blessed day, and I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and exciting coming out very soon.